You're watching TelecomTV from the MEF17 event in Orlando. And I'm joined now by Josh Goodell, VP Intelligent Edge at AT&T. Josh, thanks for joining us again on TelecomTV.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Your keynote at the MEF17 event, evolving to the Intelligent Edge. We hear a lot about the Edge now. Why are we seeing so much interest in the Edge?
From our perspective, from AT&T's perspective, really this is all about extending AT&T's intelligent network into the edge of the customer. And so what that looks like is really this is a building block, and it looks like delivering our next generation of services that really marry an intelligent network and an intelligent edge. And this morning I talked about the next real example of that being our network-based SD-WAN capabilities, which are coming in the first quarter of 2018.
Again, SD-WAN, I like the Edge. We seem to hear so much about it. Why the interest in SD-WAN? And also, it seems to be a little bit vague definition of SD-WAN. Do we need to kind of nail down what exactly SD-WAN encompasses?
Well, SD-WAN, I think if you break it down, is fairly simple. It's the ability to dynamically route at an application level across multiple access technologies. It's about global control of a network. It's about having single pane of glass to manage all of those capabilities. And you put all those together and most of your SD-WAN solutions are going to fall into that general category. Now what you see in the marketplace today is primarily an over-the-top approach where you've got intelligent devices at the edge of the network. Our approach is a little bit different, although we actually have an over-the-top approach that we enable today. But the network-based approach is different, and it is unique. It will be unique in the marketplace. It will allow customers to actually add sites one location at a time, so they can make site-by-site decisions as opposed to having to deploy an entire network. It also is built in such a way that resiliency is part of the architecture, as part of the AT&T integrated cloud infrastructure. If there's a failure, it automatically fails over to another cloud node within our network, which is very unique. The other element to our approach, which is unique, is that it is truly the marriage of an intelligent network and an intelligent edge. So on the edge, you have this FlexWare device that can run multiple VNFs. And in the core network, you've got this robust MPLS capability that's preserved. So customers that want to take advantage of capabilities like multicast or NetBond can continue to do that, and that's unique. I don't know that there's another player in the marketplace that's got this type of offering.
And all this is underpinned by SDN.
SDN and NFV are core technologies that enable this, and for AT&T, there are other ingredients. We've been deploying our AT&T integrated cloud infrastructure over the last couple of years. We've doubled the capacity of that. It will enable us to expand this SD-WAN capability into 200 countries by the first quarter of next year. And then eComp is our orchestration engine. So it's all of these technologies that come together that make the solution unique.
How does the work that the MEF and its members are doing assist? Because this week the MEF made a big announcement about MEF 3.0.
I've been involved with MEF for 3 years. I've done 3 different events here. And one of the things that I think is very unique about MEF is they're very pragmatic. Last year, if you remember, we talked a lot about federation of SDN networks and the fact that many of the carriers have an SDN network solution. We've had ours for a few years now, but what's unique and what hasn't happened are federating these networks across carriers. So having a global SDN value proposition that spans from AT&T's network to some other carrier's network. And so I challenged the organization, and I brought it up in my keynote last year, that we need to figure out how we federate these networks. And MEF was a part of that work this year, and now we're actually demonstrating at this event a federated SDN-enabled Layer 2 network between AT&T, Orange, Colt, others are involved as well. So MEF 3.0 is all about making that a reality, and what I like about MEF is that they're pushing us forward.
Does this fit in also with the move to focus on inter-carrier orchestration of services as on the east-west?
Yeah, absolutely. It's about creating a global fabric of a virtualized network that crosses the boundaries of the different carriers. Nobody's doing that, and it's a technical challenge that any one carrier can't solve by themselves. And why it's so important that the MEF forces us to solve this challenge.
As we progress with our agile on-demand services, these intelligent networks, and we're offering more services intelligently, is it helping carriers to understand their customers better? Is there a kind of better feedback mechanism?
One of the challenges that I talked a little bit about earlier today is that these transitions don't just happen overnight. As customers are wanting to adopt these new services, whether it's SD-WAN or another virtualized service, it happens in the context of their existing network. And so one of the things that we've been very thoughtful about is developing solutions that work in the environment that the customer has now and allows for a seamless integration into this new world. And one of the elements of the network-based SD-WAN solution that I talked about earlier, the ability to add a site at a time, is one example of how you make that real for a customer. So they don't have to rip and replace their entire network. They can grow into that next generation service, and I think that that's really important for customers.
And a final question, customers are, at the end of the day, our lifeblood in this business. What else do we need to do as an industry as we move forward to ensure the best possible experience for our customers?
You know, one of the things that I'm really excited about is creating platforms for innovation for our customers and having the ability for a customer to consume a solution and then evolve that solution over time. Future-proofing of the network. It's probably one of the things I hear from the most from customers is they don't want to be obsolete. And so solutions like FlexWare really enable that future-proofing and allow customers to take advantage of innovation not only from AT&T but third parties as well.
Josh, thanks for talking with us on TelecomTV again.
Thank you.